maybe keep a few things to yourself, Hughie. And I'm like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
See, the way I was, like when everything comes to a head, like I'd be more. You're big known in the UK. I'd probably be more like Ireland, but Ireland's such a small place. So when situations like that was going on, it was on every story,
Just
every
blows
WhatsApp.
up, like.
It's like the whole of Ireland hates you, and you're sitting there like. And I've gone in places and like I've heard people calling me like, oh, that's a dog in real life. Look at her with no makeup. Is that really true that she did that? Look at that, CUNT. Like, and these are in public places. And
I wouldn't be here for that. I'd cause uproar
Yeah,
everywhere.
you should have. That would have been better.
But yeah,
So you
it
forget
makes me
people
so
do actually
bad,
know who you are because you're a normal person.
But I
You're
actually
not
get
this
more
mega
nice.
celebrity.
I've never got anyone like I get more nice in real life.
It's
That's
weird.
And I say that I would like me and they'd be asking for pictures. And
Yeah,
being
but
mad.
nice, so
Shannon,
that's like-
Shannon, most people just won't say things to your face.
No.
Do you know what I
Sorry,
mean?
They'd
not
be
the
nice to your
keyboard
face.
warriors
You
that
forget.
in their own gaff and they feel
Because-
comfortable saying all
Because you're
this
not
stuff.
like this big, huge celebrity or famous person when you do reality shows, you forget still a lot of people
People
know
know
who
you.
you are. So we get on with our normal life because we're normal people, but we've
Yes,
still gone
yeah.
on shows in front of tons of bloody people.
Yeah, you forget that, and you're like, I'm just a normal person.
Yeah.
Like, I don't drive. Like,
But
if
we
you
get
want
to see- but
me
we've
or
seen
behave that
yous
much,
on
you'll see me on
TV,
Dublin
like-
bus. Like, I don't fucking drive. Like, you see me on the Lewis or Dublin bus or walking around. Like, I'm from.
Oh, you
town or
always see you
whatever.
walking
Oh,
around.
do you?
Oh, you always see it. I do with your
literally
dog.
Following me.
Oh
Oh,
my
my dog.
God.
With your dog,
Yeah,
I've seen you a few
yeah,
times on the
Oh,
fucking.
really?
The Lewis line.
No, up beside the leisure centre.
All
and
of
I
my
always go,
girls,
there's
though,
that fucking.
all of my girl mates is like, they can't wait to watch this because of all the things and the stories that everybody's always said about Shannon. This is what I mean. So even before Love Island, everyone will have known you
They
out
would've
there.
known. Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Years ago
It
and
was-
stuff.
It's just mad, like how like you became famous even before, like
It's just
You can be known in your
it was
areas
mad,
and
like,
stuff,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's
It's
just-
mad how,
I
like,
think, I
stories
just think
spread.
it's because Dublin's such a small place. Like
Exactly.
everyone knows.
Everyone
each other.
knows
Like
everyone.
I think I know every second person.
So do you know
So-
did you grow up in Tala then?
Yeah.
In Tala area. I remember you were saying earlier on you didn't really used to hang around much around here. So when would you kind of have like moved out of Tala or which circles did you used to mix in?
is there any
Like,
change school, would you say?
Yeah, probably. But even when I went to school, I never hung around Tala. Like my best friend was from Crumlin, so I was always down
Yeah.
there. Like I'd go to the square and walk around, but I never hung around
Yeah.
the streets. I
Yeah.
never had friends in the area where
Yeah.
I'm from. So like I was probably more sheltered. Like my mum and dad would have wrapped me up in cotton wool, and then I started getting bullied at the age of 15 in school because my first boyfriend was from Tala, he was from Kilnarden, and he hung around the areas and the centres, and he was friends with all the girls, and he wasn't friends, he hung around the same centre with the girls in my school, and like so pathetic at the time, like they used to be meeting him and then they hated me. I literally got bullied from being with him because they were mad about him, and that's where it started for me. I think a lot has come from relationships and people I've been with. That's where a lot of women
Oh
have
my
come in
God,
and
you
been
just-
jealous. Like,
You just sparked a memory in my head there.
really?
I actually
Wow.
remember all that now.
Yeah, you probably
Oh
do.
my
Wow, 2 years
I was
ago.
16, like.
Oh
what do you
my
mean?
fucking God.
Like-
You would,
the
I'd say they
dance.
kept
I know you-
talking,
I know you
shit would
actually
be
know
popping
it.
back up.
Here, I actually
In your
know
brain.
exactly
Right,
who you're talking about. If like what centre you're talking about, that is actually nuts.
What area?
In Kilnarden.
Yeah.
Yeah, the little community centre.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can give
Oh my-
initials, but.
I'm not doing that. That is, and obviously when you say the school, I can just picture that
And
uniform.
like I used to get the bus and they'd be
77A,
shouting at me, all
would
the
you say?
bus on the way up. No, we had a school
20.
bus. And they'd be on us shouting at me from
Were
the
you
back.
always quite
I'm going out
different
with
then,
such and such
Shannon,
tonight,
as a
like,
kid?
About, like,
Was it just because of your boyfriend or were you always
no, see, I
quite
like,
different
I
as a
danced and
kid
stuff,
or what
so,
was
like,
that?
I
Being-
think
what
not being
dream
bad,
dance
but-
was it?
No, I used to be Jared Ledridge. It was like freestyle dancing.
Jared
but,
Ledwood?
Yeah.
My
Jared
little, my
Leto.
little cousin dances with him. No.
Empire dance, they're called now.
Yeah.
Jeez, he's kind of plugging all now.
So what was it?
He follows us anyway.
Yeah, no, he's great.
Was
like,
it because you were a dancer? Like, what was it?
Like,
were you
I
really
just think
ambitious
that-
as a kid, or like, what was it that
yeah,
kids
like I
was
always
like that?
probably
with
like
you for?
stood out. Like I remember, like, but even going back to like primary school, I was in nice school. I was in Killian's and Kingswood. Like my nephew and niece are there now. It was a lovely. They're all lovely kids and stuff. But I remember I was only 6 or 7, and I used to be best friends with a girl in the class. And
Yeah.
she was only 6-year-olds, and she used to say to me, "Don't raise your hand and answer that question today." And I used to be afraid to lift my hand. So that's
So it
coming
goes
from a
back
young
to your
age.
family,
And I
isn't
don't
it?
know what, like at 6
How do you
years old, I
remember
was
that?
hardly
How
calling
do you
hands
remember
in the
that?
class, like.
Because it sticks
And I
in your
used
head.
to be so shocked because my mum always, like, my mum would bring it up and be like, she remember such and such, like, used to be afraid to raise your hand in class, like, and I was like, yeah, like, so it was just weird. And then I think when
Yeah.
I started dancing, I was like, I was a shy kid, but
And
when
it
I went
brought
out
more
to
out of you
dance,
then.
yeah, and I was
Yeah.
just me. And then as I grew up, then, like, I don't know, like, family and friends would say it was always because of how I looked and what I had that girls hated me. And like, I know
Jealousy.
that girls get that, and I hate being like, we're jealous because I'm just normal. I don't
Yeah.
see it in that way. But I remember in school they used to be like, "Oh, you're a River Island school bag," but what's the River Island got to do with it?
Stereotyping.
You know what I mean?
Do you think
So
it's
it was
because you were
always
blonde and you were pretty and like, I maybe it's like an image in people's head and like you're wanting to do
judge a book by
dancing
its
and
cover.
all.
Exactly, yeah.
And you're
think.
putting
That's it.
two and two
Yeah.
together, and
Yeah,
maybe you
maybe.
liked your boyfriend at the time as kids or
That's
something. I
definitely
don't
what it
know.
was. But
There's all of that, but did that kind of then lead to? Because I know bullying when I was little led to me. Like I've always wanted to be an entertainer in some way, and I've always enjoyed making people laugh. But a toxic part came to me that I saw attention in any way at all when I was like late teens, because I know it comes from being bullied and all as a kid. So like, did you want to do anything in media or modelling or whatever, maybe because you were looking for appreciation because you were bullied and all? Do you reckon that's
very
true?
good. That's a good question.
no,
there,
I
you.
actually see like not being like I was badly spoiled as a kid, and I only have like an older sister, and like I was always kind of like from young age, Mum would have put me into like modelling competitions.
Oh right,
like
so that was
dancing.
happening
So I
anyways.
think I kind of got used to it and thought like,
Yeah.
oh, why wouldn't I go for that? Because they're not that cheap and good looking, but like obviously they had put me to
You
a
have
certain,
to-
like I knew I was doing it for a reason. So I think I just kind of got used to it, and it was something I enjoyed. I liked being in front of a camera. I liked being on stage. It was never for attention, because when I came off of it, I was very shy, and I'd be the quietest in a room. But
Oh,
I'd
so
get
you
up and have a
found that
dance.
you opened
Yeah.
up with the camera then, it brought
so,
out
like,
your
it kind of-
personality.
like I wouldn't be like the loudest in a room, so I never looked for attention. But if it was something that I enjoyed doing, I kind of went out and
Wow,
did it. Like,
yeah.
So yeah.
And do you think anything like that, if you don't mind me asking, ever affected your decisions, like in relationships or other things later on in life?
Like in certain relationships, then like I always shied back. Like I stopped doing what I loved because they didn't want me to do it.
Because the jealousy
And
to
now I
modelling
wouldn't.
and
If
all.
Luke said to me, "Don't do that," I'd be like,
don't
"Who
give
are you
a rat's
talking
now.
to?" Like I put myself first, and you learn that in time.
Yeah.
I would have been in controlled
Yeah.
relationships, whereas like, oh, if you do that, like I won't be with you, or you're a slut or whatever.
So-
Yeah.
So I
that's-
stopped modeling like at certain times, and I stopped doing
Wow.
what I wanted to do. So like it wasn't like I kind of put love over what I wanted to do, even though it's what I wanted to do from a child. It was like
Wow.
modeling and
No
dancing
way.
and singing and stuff. Yeah.
It's so silly when
So-
people does that.
That is mad.
Fucking mad,
Yeah,
Especially
isn't it?
young people.
I'm loving this insight. I swear to God.
I always
It's just
say,
different because like people look at you and they go off what they hear by like Tom, Dick and
Yeah.
Harry, and 30 scenarios thrown onto one, but they don't actually know
Yeah,
you.
This is
So
why I
it's
love
like,
podcasts.
This
You know,
is
they're
They're so
deadly.
real. They're
This
so
is
like
I
you
don't
deadly.
get the
think you make
insight.
up, do you know what I mean?
No.
Like, I just
this
know
is
what
what's
you're
great
like,
about your
like,
podcast, is that yours isn't too commercialised because you're not tied to anything.
Yeah,
We're in
we
the
could
So I
just
like
come in
that.
and be
We're not afraid
real.
to say names
We don't-
or at,
you know-
like,
of
we're
course.
Yeah, we
sitting
just come in
there
and be
saying-
real. And the
We-
thing
Backlash tomorrow.
the thing with
Yeah.
us is people will actually listen to our one and say what
It's
they're
real
saying
though,
is
it's
actually true.
authentic.
And we don't
Because-
have go loud out there watching what we're saying.
However, like,
my
but I mean, yours isn't commercialized, so
Yeah, you can say what you
there's
want,
more
and everyone knows
authentic.
that it's real when you're saying something
Yeah,
that's
of
true.
course it
Because
is.
You
Yeah.
can't. You're just going off how you actually feel and what you're thinking.
Exactly.
In
But
your head. Like,
nobody
you
will
can't
have
really
nobody
say
will
it,
have
you know?
probably even heard you talk about a lot of these things. So that's one of the reasons
But I
why
remember,
I
like,
asked you.
see,
Okay,
on
Clear
the
in the ear.
websites and stuff, like, I have, like, I don't know who these users are. Like, I'm convinced I know some of them.
I don't think you.
It could be my next, or it could be anyone. It could
I
be
don't
someone
think you know
loves
who
me.
they are
It could
themselves.
be
No.
someone that like I actually genuinely talk to. I genuinely
The
trolls.
I just know over my shoulder, like, no, but I don't read it anymore because I wouldn't give them the ammunition.
Yeah,
But
fuck that.
in the past and stuff like that. But like, it's just mad to think that like these people, like, they write stuff that I don't even remember about myself. Like, remember someone saying on it, like, when she was a kid, she was carried around Mandela by Boyzone, and I was. And my mum's like, who the fuck should we ever tell
No
that
way.
to?
Was you
Oh my
really?
God.
Gately had me on the
Shannon,
tip. I was
honestly,
only 4 or
Shannon,
something.
no wonder
How
you
the
were
fuck
bullied
did
then. Like, people are just jealous and stuff.
You
but
fucking, oh
I-
my God.
you know when your kids.
I feel like bullying you now, to be honest.
You know when your kids, the most important thing is
She
to be
always had the
popular,
red
right?
bike.
Yeah.
But like, kids look at stuff like that and think, oh, see her.
Yeah.
Like, she thinks she's
Yeah.
this and that.
Sitting
But
there
really,
eating Cheerios out of the
when
box,
really
going,
you were
this
just a
thing's getting
fucking
carried
kid
around
who's
with
like,
Boyzone.
Ma probably knew Stephen Gately or something. She's probably riding Ronan Keating or something. I don't know.
I'll be coming after this podcast.
I was riding Stephen Gately. Actually, no, that would have made him a paedophile. He's dead. Look at me.
Oh my
Jesus
God!
Christ.
Oh,
God bless the
Touch
mark
one.
I
on
was
the
just seeing
man.
the papers now tomorrow. Stephen Gately was a paedophile.
yeah, I can see it on the headlines.
Huey mom comes out and
Huey
tells
Savile.
story.
No,
Huey
you
Savile.
love it.
But Annie, where were we?
I don't know.
That's right.
Paedophile.
Can I say something about my leg that it's dead?
It's sexy as
Do you want
fuck.
to? Do you want to take a minute or two break?
If you want, this is really warm, lads. Sorry.
Yeah.
Here.
Do you want to take a minute?
He has no foreskin.
No, do you reckon he
What?
go into a
He has no-
nightclub
he has no-
and
he's
think,
circumcised.
everyone knows
Yeah.
me and I'm brilliant. Fuck you then. Fuck you.
He's circumcised,
Fuck
Dewey.
you then. I don't like that. Go and fuck yourself. Who are you? You've got a few followers on TikTok. Shut up.
Shove your hole.
Like, do you know what I mean? Like, yeah, like, who are you? Just go away. I hate stuff
But
like
what
that.
did he do?
He's done really well on social
He
media.
has
He's
now.
done
He's
well
an entrepreneur.
Oh, I
business-wise.
know.
Right,
What
he's a
has
great
he done?
entrepreneur.
though?
Don't walk into a nightclub and act like that.
Was
I
everyone
hate that.
impressed?
Yeah,
I
but
hate
yeah,
that.
he
No, I'm not a fan anymore.
who went on
I was
trials and
actually-
he didn't.
Who?
Me.
What did you do?
He went to America and he didn't. Me.
Blow that trumpet.
So did I. Being a
Matt
food
Bashes,
fucking
remember?
Guys,
connoisseur.
you know in
and-
England they don't have deli counters.
I heard
They
that they
can't
don't
get
do
chicken
chicken
fillet
fillets.
No, they're
What did he
weirdos,
get?
a lot of
They
them.
don't do chicken fillet
I
all
was
the
Well, I
meeting
time.
tell
Ted
you
for a
what
week
to
in the
get.
summer and even
No
the
wonder
kebab
all
and shit.
perverts.
They're weird, aren't
What?
they?
They're all Herberts. yeah.
English fellas are lovely though when you're riding
Yeah,
them
but the
because they
banter.
talk and stuff. It's nice.
Oh yeah, I have an English mate. He's
I was
top
in
tier.
Manchester.
We have a
just the other
manager
day.
there that's fucking into
I was
you.
in Manchester the other day and I was with my dad just like for a work reason.
And you
to-
rode
And then
some.
you went for a
Hold on.
smoke.
And we missed our boat.
You went for a smoke and ended up with
smoke.
a Mickey in your mouth instead of a schmig.
Storm Eunice
Yeah.
happened. Smelly Eunice came along. So we
And
couldn't
Shrek
get
was
we
everywhere.
couldn't get on the fucking boat home. So we went from Liverpool back to Manchester, got in a hotel, then I was on Grindr board, as you do.
You were on what?
Grindr.
Her, do that
Bored.
and calm down, will you?
Bored.
Fucking do
Right.
that. Go on, do that
Hold
there
on,
for a second.
you're not- don't
Take a
get
breath and
wordy
do it.
edgeways and you
Take a
start
breath
talking.
and do it. Go on. Fair play to you.
Well done.
Right, that'll do it.
I had
Yeah,
a sex
go on.
off grinder.
Finish that story.
So, went in Grindr.
Yeah.
And a fella messaged me who had met at Manchester Pride last year in August, told me to come to his hotel, so I went there. No, his apartment, 18 floors up, lightheaded
Give
when
me
he
the
got
address. I
there.
was like,
So was I. 18A.
Right, and got up there, then he had some, I don't know what he was, Spanish or something, I couldn't speak English
And was
anyways
it
with him.
threesome?
And I actually shagged these two guys, left casually 20
that
so
recording?
minutes later.
Oh my god.
Oh my
You
You can keep it
goodness.
recording because I think it's funny anyways, but and then 25 minutes later and walked back to my hotel where I was with my dad and just
Yeah.
walked into the room and just like got in bed and started watching telly like nothing had happened.
did you say where were you?
No
I said it was downstairs
way.
smoking and on the phone.
Chatting. Oh, right,
Yeah.
Oh my
I was
god.
only gone for half an hour.
You know what that
Quickie.
reminds me of? That
A quickie with two people. I've never
that
heard
reminds
like
me of
that.
that reminds you of the fucking the scene in Wolf of Wall Street when the gay lads are
Oh,
having
we were
that big
talking about that
orgy.
earlier though.
Yeah, but you know what the
How's
funny
it going?
you know the funniest thing was when I wanted to switch positions with the fella, and I was
How
trying
does
to like
that
do the
work?
sex position where I was like putting it in him and the other fella was putting it in me.
Oh my,
we're,
the human
we're-
centipede.
The three of us was lying on the bed like on our sides.
It's like a ring of
But
pudding,
your
you
man
sir.
couldn't understand, so we
Why
had
are-
to Google Translate for him. And tell him, like, can you lie on your side and put me willy up your arse? And we had to Google And I had to say to him, I was like, I was like, I did this to you. And he's gonna do that to
I
me.
knew where that one.
And listen,
Cheers
guys,
to
the
fucking
funniest part
Google
is
Translate.
when he got to Google Translate, he went, oh, see, like it was completely normal. And then he just laid down and done it. He didn't even have a shocked look. He was sound for that.
Yeah, I'd say everyone that was working in Google heard that and went in the office.
Here, we're not even playing the game, we're just drinking the shots now.
Yeah, we ain't play the game.
Right,
Right, go on.
Like, come on,
never
play
have
it.
we ever.
Right, go on. Never have I ever.
Right, here's your shot. Don't do it.
Right.
Never
all
have
have-
I
You
ever.
have to wait.
It's supposed to be a drink, or
Oh,
not?
there's gonna be all the shots are gonna be gone.
Right. Never have I ever.
Why
Are we
would
using
people
a
go to
drink?
Who's going
We use the
first?
drinks.
Right, go. Never have
We
I
always
ever.
start with the ladies first.
Ladies first.
No, I don't want to go.
Alright,
first.
Yui first.
Right, Yui
You
man.
have a good one.
Mr. Yui man.
Yui, seeing as you're talking about Google
Oh,
Translate
I
and
have
dicks
to
and
say
asses
it.
and all.
Go on.
Never have I.
Something that you think will catch us out.
Oh, I have.
Something that I catch you out. Never have I ever thought about punching Conor Ryan in the face.
Never have. Never.
He has.
You have, you said it.
Sorry, I was waiting on that podcast to come out as well. Just here.
It was only
I
gonna be
actually
a
know
light
about
one.
it, but now I want
Yeah.
to see it.
It was
Yeah.
only gonna be a
I'm
light
invested.
We're
podcast
watching it and the
punch.
camera goes off and it's gonna leak soon.
Why even Rob?
That episode is gone.
Oh,
I'm not being funny, but that should have been released. Sorry.
You drink?
I agree as
I
well.
didn't drink. Oh.
What, you wanted to punch him?
Oh, maybe.
I would have punched him.
Maybe.
I would have just put it up and said, "Here are you."
Right.
He's
Never-
gorgeous, so if I want to punch him whilst I'm banging him.
Donkey punch.
Did you ever see that film?
Donkey punch, yeah.
Donkey
and she
punch?
dies on the boat.
She was on the boat. You are doing the
He's
head.
banging her and then punching the back of the head.
Oh, I
Hey.
know that.
Did
Why
you
would-
say film as in like...
A porno.
Oh, I
we
say
should do
film.
that. What do you say?
Yeah.
House cut and
After
Watercoat.
the game.
Oh yeah, after this game.
Right, never have I ever slept with...
A Blondie Premier League player.
Yeah.
Just because I've had sex with him.
Right. Never have I had sex for money.
Oh, see, I'm not sure if I have.
That goes to everyone in the
Oh my
room.
goodness.
Oh no, but hold on, because I've never set it up as in I was being a brass.
But then just show you money
Listen
anyway.
to me English word.
You had sex and
And
he
the
said
baby
it
gets
Oh,
was...
brass. What's up with
I
this
had
shit?
I had sex before, right, and it was that good. Even the neighbour had a smoke. She was lying there like that, saying, "How are you getting on, Jimmy?"
No, but I feel like I've been in scenarios where I saw part of the reason why I've been attracted is that.
Yeah.
I didn't ask for the thesis,
Yeah,
is whether
but
the
I
drink
like
or
when you
not.
watch it.
Yeah, you either,
like that
you
on the
either had
bed.
sex for money or you didn't.
didn't.
Well, I let him buy me drinks all night. And then
Yeah,
I
right,
got
that
glory,
counts.
so-
No, I don't count.
Drink.
No, that doesn't count.
Alright, that doesn't count right now.
See,
That
that's,
doesn't count because I know girls that have gone out intending to do that.
Really?
that's called
Yeah.
a secret slut.
Getting
Oh.
people to buy them drinks for the night.
Court.
No, like getting people to buy them drinks for the night, but actually not doing that.
No,
and
see,
then-
I've not
Oh.
done that. So I don't know what.
That's like a Tinder
Obviously,
thing,
Yeah,
yeah,
true.
I don't know. I don't know.
Oh, okay, no one drinks, right,
How do I
go.
not know if I've not
Go
been
on,
Right,
prostitute?
never have I ever had sex with two people on the same day.
Of course I have. Done it the other day. That's quite whorish though, isn't it?
yous are two sluts.
It happens, man.
Very like saints.
When
We're
I was
just-
19, I banged these two guys that were Brazilian as well. Yeah, and I had a girlfriend, but just not long after that.
Fuck off.
No
I
way.
did.
Do you fuck
a traveller
pussy?
one and all. And now a fella
A
kind
traveller
of
one
doesn't
and all.
like me. The first person I ever slept with was a girl, but the second person was a boy.
And
And
do you not just hate that? Were you like, if
No, because I was. See, I'll tell you what it was. I'm definitely
Here we
gay,
go.
right? But I do think that I
Hold on, put my
was
glass on.
sort of like a straight girl who had girl experiences. So I'd only ever have a fella, but I was just drunk and horny or whatever, experimental.
You were young and dumb and full of...
Full of dead mother's
Juice.
milk.
Yeah, do you know what I mean? So like that's what
Monks.
was going on. But
Never have I ever.
I got a girlfriend after that when I was 19 after shagging the two fellas.
Oi,
That was
fair
completely
play to
undeniable.
you, you're dumb, man.
Anyways, right.
Right.
I love how Shannon's like podcasting. I'm revealing all.
Never have I ever came in someone's eye or in my own eye.
Of
You
course.
you can't just say stuff that's gonna make yourself drink.
I just wanted to let everyone know. That was sore, boys.
This fella got fucking cherry blast in his eye or something. They fucking...
No, we
Leo,
got-
Have you ever got pegged by your missuses?
Yeah,
Do you get pegged?
I'm not into
Yeah.
that, man. Not
I
into
get a good that's her
Lisa
name.
How do you spell
Armstrong.
her name?
Leisha, Leisha.
Leisha. I've never heard of that before.
Yeah, it's a mad name. Everyone thinks she's black
Oh,
until
that's-
they
that's
see a
a good
picture of
one,
her.
innit?
She actually looks like a white Beyonce, doesn't she? Right, what we finish on?
It's me being...
Are you finishing now?
Right. This is nuts.
So, David, are you a finish on the face or where?
To be honest,
Wasn't
Let's
that
finish
it
off
was
with a
before
shot.
yous.
It wasn't
I
a
spoke
dummy.
about it to yous, liar.
No, you didn't, liar, you hole. You dirty liar, you're good for nothing.
Yous two are the only two podcasts.
Who
I've
said
done
that?
Or ever done any others in Ireland?
Yeah, talking bollocks.
You
No, apart from this and talk about it.
yeah,
I actually
the other
haven't.
one. The one, the done one
No,
with
he
like no
hasn't.
followers.
Right, sure here,
Which other
fucking.
Oh, I done the two Johnnies.
But here, before we finish, right?
I know that.
Zoom one.
Before we finish, Shannon, is there anything else you would like
Yeah,
us to
Shannon,
speak
do you want
about?
to say anything about...
Is there anything you didn't get to talk about? Is there
What,
anything you
the
wanted to
surgery?
talk about?
Right, let her talk about
Right, let's
surgery.
talk about surgery. Don't finish with the shot yet.
Right, here's
Right,
the
hit us
surgery.
straight
now.
Right, here's the surgery.
Here's surgery.
Here's to be surgeon and dentist.
Here's the tits, David.
More of an ass man.
Right, let's go into surgery for a quick few
Oh no,
minutes.
me and I'm a tits man.
David, what are you more of?
Titties.
No,
I'm an ass man.
I am.
I like boobs.
Love an
I used to
ass.
be bum, I like boobs now.
Now I love boobs now.
No, sometimes I like mommy's milkers, but sometimes I don't.
Mommy's
Some
milker.
are like mommy's milkers. Sometimes I like mommy's milkers or daddy's pooper.
That is going on TikTok. That is a cracker. I love mommy's milkers or daddy's pooper.
Our daddy.
I've never heard that one ever.
Our daddy. Our daddy.
I'm done.
Our
Finish
daddy.
this.
Hold on. Our daddy's winky ding.
Yeah, what a voyage, man. What an episode.
Imagine show and tell. Imagine show and tell. So Amber.
Daddy's winky dink.
Amber, what's this a photo of? It's what Daddy shows me, his winky ding.
What?
I mean,
What's going on?
Call Tulsa.
Why is it?
Amber,
They're in a show and tell in school.
where are we?
We're in primary school here. And Amber's at the getting her dad coming to show everyone his cock.
Welcome to Cala.
Ballymun,
Welcome to
Yeah,
Ballymun.
we're not doing that.
Imagine
Well, we do have Larry Murphy over here.
Just because you're from the south side.
Imagine going
it's
home and
really
telling your
posh.
ma fucking someone's dad come in and showed you his cock in the class.
Wang Lee
As
came
part of the
in.
show and tell.
He could make a dance.
Daddy's winky dink or daddy's poopy hole.
Right.
Poopy shoot.
Hey, right. Oh no way! Did you look? Ken?
So surgery.
So where did you get surgery?
So,
What's that in your
Amber,
hair,
not
Johnny?
Amber, Shannen.
when I can.
So
Wait,
here,
hold on.
welcome to the podcast. We have Amber on. How are you getting on,
So,
Amber? How are you
Shannen,
doing?
what surgery have you had done?
I can't even take them seriously right now. So I had the boobs done, the
Yeah.
teeth.
And what size are they? Sorry for asking.
What CCs?
Goodness.
I'm just asking for the people.
375 cc.
Right.
What's that mean?
CC is the size.
When you-
How do you measure
The
implants?
size of the implant.
No way. So they
Right.
don't do it like bra size.
No,
Yeah.
Oh, because
no,
your
so
bra
I'd
size
be-
is your back and all, isn't it?
Yeah, but I'd be 34 DD.
but you can never tell by
Okay.
the size of implant you get what size your boobs are going to be because
The
everyone's
swelling and
boobs
everything
looks different after
like-
implants.
Ah.
Oh, you have a B cup.
Look at me knowing all this. So CCs is how boob implants are measured. So it's like how distance is measured in miles, for example.
Our kilometers.
Come on.
So see with the bum implants, because I know you have them.
I'd bum fap. I'd my fap
Oh,
put in.
you don't have implants on it.
Yeah, I'd
Oh,
fap.
see, is the implants the same size for that?
Yeah, so I have the equivalent.
What's this? The Brazilian butt
of-
lift?
Yeah, like is that? I didn't know.
Is that what it's called? What
Right,
you
so
got?
listen, this is how much I've had my bum made bigger. Listen to this. So your implants is 375. Each side of my bum is the equivalent to 1600.
Really?
Yeah,
Oh my god.
of fat that's put in. But then some of it
Actually
like
looks unreal.
excretes.
1600
Yeah.
Is
divided
that
by
after
4.
1 or 2?
No, it's 1600 each side. So
No
I had
way.
800, 800, then 800.
That's what
800.
we measure off the gaff when we're doing scaffold.
What?
1600.
What do you mean?
It's fucking miles off.
I'm really confused.
Exactly.
Alright, but anyway,
You've
so-
done the
It's
teeth,
huge.
like
Yeah,
me,
yeah.
and you've
Where'd
done
you
the
go?
Where did you just go?
So I had my teeth done at
We're actually in the same hotel at the
same time.
Where?
but
Why
two
am-
different companies.
when can we get ours done? Where do we
Are
go?
can we get sponsored, please?
Tell us. Someone send us
So
some
I
money.
went to the dental centre and you went to an
Italia dental.
Italia dental.
Did you just get them done over
Did
here?
you not go to Seville Smiles?
No.
Did you just get them done here?
My
I was
ex
thinking
went
about
to
going there.
Or
What?
Turkey?
Turkey.
Or confident?
We were in the same hotel at the same time.
No way.
Yeah, she was with Ricky Ganascio and then they got held up by Turkish people.
Hello,
in
Ricky
nightclub.
Ganascio.
Didn't you?
Hello,
Yes,
Ricky.
We got arrested in Turkey.
Who did?
Ricky
So
Ganascio.
some promoter come up to them and was like, "Just well, I'll come to this club."
Like
And-
invited us there, said everything
And
was
they
on
went
the
and then
house.
gave them about a $5,000 bill at the end.
And then we ended up in the police station.
No
But the
way.
good, but the
And we
good
only
thing
paid
is,
1,200 though.
the really good